Hi, fellow traders. What's happening? Happy Tuesday to everybody. Happy Taco Tuesday to everybody. As soon as I finish this video, I'm going in the kitchen and start whipping up some tacos mexicano. So, hope you guys had a great day. Our day turned out to be really well. It's just a matter of being patient. Hence, my quote for you today. I hope this makes sense. But, this is my quote for today. The two hardest tests in trading are the patience to wait for the right moment and the courage not to be disappointed with the results. One of the hardest things we have to do is sit and wait for our stock to set up. A lot of times we want to go ahead and anticipate the move. We want to go ahead and rush this and rush that. And that kills us, and that's really, really hard for us to wait, especially if we miss an entry, to wait for it to come back to us and set back up. So that's a really hard test that we have to pass every day. And also, the ability not to be disappointed with the results, because every trade is not going to give us the perfect results. Very seldom are we going to get that. And so we can't be disappointed to the point where we can't function anymore, or we can't trade, and it takes us out of our game. So, that's why I say the two hardest tests in trading are going to be the patience to wait for the right move and the courage not to be disappointed with the results. All right, so let's take a look at today. The SPY started the day exciting me. I was thinking, hey, we might get that push toward closer to 400. I thought we would get 398 or better because yesterday after market and today, what time was it? Earlier today, we got up to 397.83, something like that. I thought we were going to get there, but we didn't. And you could see we kind of sold off. It was just a crazy day. So, but if you look at this, we've been going up. Basically, we've had 5 green days in a row. We've been going up. We had a little rest here, but a nice strong day. Maybe we were in for a little rest. I mean, we are getting to the point where you're going to have bears fighting bulls. The fight's going to get more intense as we get closer. But all I can say is right now, we are above the 5-day. We're still in an uptrend. We did make a higher high today. We didn't make a lower low. As we speak now, we're at 396.50. So, we're above where we closed, I believe, or maybe right around, I can't remember the closing price. What was the closing price? Yeah, 396 basically was the closing price. So we're up about 50 cents from the close. We won't know until in the morning where we're going to go. And as we saw this morning, just because it opened a little strong and it pushed up, we broke the 5-minute opening range, doesn't mean it can't come back. And as you see, this is exactly what happened this morning. 9:30, here's the open. We pushed up, made that high that we put in today, and it just started selling back off. I mean, a strong sell-off. But this is the sell-off that gave us some good day trading opportunities. Now, it did pull our swings back a little bit that had done very well overnight, but they're still up. So they're still in play for tomorrow to try and work back closer to our profit targets. But this gave us some good day trading opportunity. And, we are kind of holding up here after market. So not the best of days in this, in the SPY today, S&P 500, but not the worst. It held up. And as long as it holds up, we have a shot at 400. We have a shot at locking in some good profit in our swings. And, finishing this week really, really strong. All right, so today, first trade out of the gate, not a good one. Okay, again, this was a beautiful setup, exactly what we want to see. Here we're breaking the pre-market high and the 5-minute opening range. This is the 5-minute opening range high right here. We were too close. Well, I guess I could have got it and traded this because there was a couple of points up to here. I probably could have done that, but I was waiting for it to break clean. And that's the good thing about this strategy. You can have a more aggressive entry and you can have a more conservative entry. Now sometimes one works better than the other. It just depends on market conditions. But it's really, really simple. It's just a go, no-go type thing. We put in the 5-minute opening range. If it breaks it to the long side, you get in. And you look for areas of resistance on the chart where you could take profit. If the areas are too close, you don't take the trade. It's just that simple. If you have enough room, you take the trade and you start scaling out as you hit these levels. Sometimes it's a base hit. Sometimes it doesn't do a damn thing. Here, it didn't do a thing. We were up. Everything was strong. I bought it on the break of the pre-market high because oftentimes this is resistance. It got slapped back. And as you can see, it never came back. So what I did was, this was a big move that we could have traded. But why would I put myself through shorting into all of this resistance? All of these different levels that were resistance. The VWAP, the 9 moving average, the 20-day. Here's the 100 period. And then here's the 100-day from the daily. And then here's the 200. Why would I put myself through all of that? Wait until we get clean and green and get in it. But that doesn't mean that this is going to work perfectly. Hence the second part of my quote. Don't be disappointed with their results. I used to have a big problem with base hits. I got mad because it didn't follow through. Take the base hits. They add up, as you will see. They add up. So once we broke below the this pre-market low level and the 200, got in it, base hit, waited for the break, got in it. Really nice move here. And let it bounce. And once it's set up again on the red to green, I wanted to wait until we cleared this. And had I done that, I would have nailed this trade. Okay, getting in early here really cost me this trade. I actually took profit too early because I got in too early and it just threw the whole timing of this off. Yeah, I could have got back in this. But because I messed up here, I messed around and started looking at another stock and ended up trading another stock and missed this huge move. I think this move would have been more profitable than the move I took in the other stock, as you'll see. But the one thing I want to point out here is that it was just a matter of being patient and waiting and not getting so, out of shape if it doesn't give you what you want. Here, I was more mad at myself because I should have waited until this level got taken out. And there was nothing wrong with waiting. And you see, that would have been the better move. And this is why I like waiting to get into clean shots where I don't have to worry so much. But yeah, it doesn't work all the time. But most of the time it does. And most of the time it will pay me. So that was the trades on FUTU. Plug. This was an opening range breakdown here. This one just didn't go. And this was the most beautiful chart. The daily chart on this showed incredible range. I saw a potential move down to 40. And I'm going to show you. Right here. Here's a daily chart. So when we were looking this morning, this is what we were looking at, right? And I'm like, we have a nice window down. This could probably be a nice all-day hold to 40. Right here to the daily 100 period the 100-day moving average right here. It lined up with 40 perfectly. So I was like, yeah, this is good. So this was my favorite stock coming into the open. And here again, it was the best looking setup, but I didn't get the results I wanted. I mean, look what it did. All day long, it kind of traded in the channel that it put in. I didn't draw the top of the channel, but you could see it all day long. It traded in this channel. We did dip below here and came back. But after the market closed, look at what it did. This is the move I was looking for. This is the move I was looking for right to 40 earlier in the day. But this thing washed all the way out and hit 35. And then bounced. I mean, in a way, it makes you feel good that you see these potential moves. You are in the right stocks. But you have to accept the fact that the market doesn't have to move where you want it to go, when you want it to go, and how you want it to go. You just have to be patient and let the market work itself out. If you do that, there's a really good chance that you're going to finish in the green. And you're going to continue to grow your account. Last but no. Is this? No, I got one more after this. Forgot I traded 4 stocks. Okay, Facebook. Here's a trend continuation. We broke the channel. Here's a 5-minute opening range move up. I typically don't trade Facebook and Square or BA, those type of stocks on an opening range trade because they're so volatile. The moves are so large, and you would have to give it 2 or 3 points to let it work. So I just wait and trade the secondary trades. And that's what we did here. I got in. We didn't quite get to the target, so it pulled back. And it's just a matter of being patient. Okay, it didn't stop us out. Just because it pulled back doesn't mean the trade is dead. Let it work. And the 9 was right here. It bounced off the 9. First target, pull back. Second target, third target, and we were done. Okay, maxed out the move. So 2 trades today, we maxed the move out. One on FUTU and then one here on Facebook. Maxed the move out. But you can see it practically traded inside the channel the rest of the day. Didn't really give us any moves outside of this. So really, really nice move on Facebook. And last but not least, SQ. You can see there were multiple opportunities in SQ. Again, I don't trade this at the open because of how volatile it is and how crazy it gets. I wait until it gets settled. And this is the trade I took versus waiting on FUTU for that last move that I missed. This is a stock that I got in. And I almost thought I messed up because it almost stopped me out, at my max loss stop when this thing bounced. I got in on the break. It bounced just like it did on the other trade, but it turned around, rejected the 9, sold back off. First target, second target, third target. I was looking for 238.50 for the final target, but it didn't quite get there. It did touch this level, which I probably should have put it out here, but it ended up coming back and taking me out. I did give it a chance to reject at the 9 and pull back in, but it didn't. So it was only 25 shares, so no big deal. So just a matter today of being patient, not getting frustrated because the morning didn't give me the moves I expected, and just let the market come to me. It's what we do every day. Some days the market has a lot of opportunities and it's hard to miss. Some days the opportunities are few and far between and we just happen to miss them. We're watching the wrong thing at the wrong time. It's just the way it is. But you can't let that mess you up. Take your confidence and then you start trying to do other things. You have to come in every day, execute your strategy in the market. I do this every day. I execute the same strategies every day, live and in color for you to see and for you to learn and understand what my thought process is and what I'm doing and how I'm doing it so that you can get your own process down. It's a no-brainer. These are the most simple day trading strategies you can have. And as simple as it is, there's no way you can just copy. You have to learn how to read price action. You have to understand, because if not, you're going to take the trade off, whether you're following somebody or not. You'll take it off. It happens every day, guys. Every day. Same thing with swing trading. If you're going to follow, I tweet out my swing trade plans, entry trigger, profit target, stop. And every day, somebody doesn't follow it, gets out, the stock makes a move, they get stopped out before the profit gets there because they didn't understand the process. They were just trying to copy, and then watching their P&L, they got uncomfortable and took it off. We got to get beyond that. Got to get beyond that. That's our goal. Once you get beyond that, guys, there's no looking back. There's no looking back. Nobody can take any of this from you once you get there. So you guys have a great day, great rest of the day, and I will catch you in the morning.